JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. So this is a monumental tee box. The reason that this is a monumental tee box is that this is where I played my first full round of golf with my grandfather, Omar Abbott Slayter. It was my first round for me, but also my first round with him. And the significance of this tee box right here, which I'll have you note, is not the women's, that's there, but at his age, he was playing the seniors and I was young enough to warrant playing at the seniors. So turn this way, you'll see that there's these other two boxes. So at this very tee box is where I learned what it means to be a rich man according to my grandfather. So beautiful hole, as you can see here, just gorgeous. Number one hole here at North Ranch Country Club. So when you go to play golf and you're teeing off, everybody, if you don't know, stands here. And then when it's the person's turn to go and hit the ball to tee off, they always have a tee. Now, we snuck in here, kinda, so I'm gonna have a tee on me because I didn't know that we were gonna be able to do this. But I'm gonna reenact it for a minute and then I'll come back and tell you what it is, but here's how this would work. I'm gonna have a tee, I'm gonna have a club and a ball, you're just gonna have to use your imagination. And then I started walking off. So I went up, tee in the ground, put the ball on it, hit it, and walked back to where my grandfather was standing. He said, "Did you forget something?" I said, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "You forgot your tee." I said, "Oh." So I ran over there and picked up my tee. Well, the next hole, as we progressed, we went to the second hole, and guess what I did? The exact same thing. Guess what I did at the third hole? The exact same thing. But it was on the third hole that he said, after I forgot it, he then decided to say this: "Rich man, are ya?" I said, "What?" He's like, "You forgot your tee. Only a rich man would leave their tee behind. Always pick up your tee." Now, my grandfather's a member at this beautiful, exclusive country club, so you could probably assume he's a rich man, if you will, but he still picked up his tees. So every time I've teed up a ball ever since, literally every single solitary time, I've thought of that story. And as I got more successful, I started to actually leave the tee behind in my grandfather's honor. And what I think every single time, because I go up there, I put the tee in the ground, I put the ball on it, I hit it, and I walk away in my grandfather's honor in my approach to it, which is, yes, Granddad, rich man I am. Now, you've got to remember, rich in life, rich in family, rich in being happy and all that kind of stuff. So there's more than one kind of way of being rich. But every time I now tee up, and it's been this way for 20 years, I always leave my tee behind. And I look at it this way: I leave my tee behind so that if my grandfather ever comes up on that hole, he'll know that a rich man was there. And it had to have been his grandson, Joshua. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.